Hi, so we are back with another video. In this video we are going to unbox two different SSDs. Basically, so one SSD you will require a cable in order to connect, but for the other one you don't need to do that. It looks exactly like a USB with two different ports, USB-C and USB-A, I would say, a simple USB. And both of the SSDs, if you see, they have the same capacity here, 256. Of course you have different versions up to, I would say, 5 TB or 5 TB or 4 TB. But these two SSDs does have their own pros and cons. Let's see how it goes. So first we can go with one of them. So let's start with the Nitec. They both are of the same company, of course, and this one is 3.2 Gen 2, and the rate is 550 MB per second. So basically, I checked already on the Mac using Blackview app, and it does actually provide 550 MB per second. So apart from that, let's see, unbox and see how it looks like. Okay. All right, so in the box what we have is we have the user manual. Of course you would not need this user manual, basically, I would say, because what is there to use for user manual? Just plug and play. Okay, apart from them we had a shiny case or cover, but it does not look, and definitely it does not feel like a real leather. But here we have the SSD itself, and it does fit good inside, I would say. Let's see. Okay, yes, it does feel, so it's good. It's a good safety, although it is SSD. It's not a hard drive like simple HDD, so that when it fell down, you might lose the data. No, it is not with those spinning disks, so there's no issue. Just maybe need to protect, I don't know, the case, the cover, and so on. So this is Z Slim type, I would say. Z Slim type, 250 GB, and it does look like a lighter, so, but it is not. And it's pretty slim, I would say. Pretty slim. You can carry it around in a pocket. It's very good. Like, of course, SSDs, all of them are almost very slim, but yeah, this is not more like wide, because in Samsung SSDs, you can see, of course, one of the video I already put, they are a bit, you can say, wide, but then of course they are not that long as it is. So that's one thing about this. And then let's see what we got here. We got here USB to USB-C adapter. So this is for Mac mainly they put, because new Macs, they don't provide anything except USB-C. Of course, the M3 versions, they are providing HDMI, but yeah, you can not plug it in HDMI. And then you have the cable. Of course, you can use the simple ports of PCs, or then you can convert it and you can put it like this. You can keep it as it is, of course, and then you can use this from USB-C to C, of course, for charging or anything else. So this is the first of the SSDs. Let's look at the second one. So the second one, the speed is still the same. It's 550 MB per second, and I checked it, so there is no doubt that it is low. It is less than that, so it is as it is written. So let's see what we get here. Okay, of course we do not have any cable, but I am suspecting we might have a user manual, although we don't need it. Okay, they were smart enough not to put. But okay, apart from that, let's look at the SSD itself. So this is also metal. Personally, I like this a lot. Much smaller, almost the same width, and built in you have USB-C as well as simple USB. So basically, in order to use any of one, what you can do is you can use as a USB or you can use as a USB-C. So the pro here is that you don't need to carry a cable basically. So anywhere you go, you don't need to carry this plus this. That's one thing. And you just have to carry it like a USB. Of course, it's a bit heavy than the simple USBs because I never saw a USB. Of course, there might be, but I never used any USB which is metal. So because of that, there is a bit of weight of it, but that's not an issue. It's not that heavy. It will not tear your pocket out, so it's okay for that. And then the speed of this as well as this both are same NETEC. And of course I can try to provide you with the links if any of them you go with. I personally like this one, but there is a kind of disadvantage for this. Why I say kind of is because it's really kind of, it's not real disadvantage. So disadvantage is that if you use this, for example, USB-C all the time, of course it's still made with metal, but I have seen cases where it goes off. So if you keep using it in the laptop, keep putting it every day, twice a day, thrice a day, I don't know, once a week, twice a week, okay, you will use 100 times, probably 101th time, you will not see this. So why I said might be because you still have this to recover your data, right? So that's a good thing. So that's why I personally like this one, and I don't like this one because of need to carry the cable around all the time. Of course, you have the USB-C. Generally in new phones you have USB-C adapter, USB-C cable, but the thing is that mostly you have this type of, so you need to carry this adapter also with it. So that's a big disadvantage of it. Now what's the advantage of this? Well, I would say not big advantage over this type, is that once you plug it in, and if you're using at home or in office, you never need to plug it out of there. You always use this part to plug it in, plug it out, use it. Basically, if even it goes bad, it will go back this, and you can just exchange with the new wire. So your data is still safe. But yes, there is no other option if this port goes out, and that's a very big disadvantage, because in this you have the other port. If one port goes out, you have other port. The only thing is, of course, is aesthetics, I would say, that when you use this, not sure you can see that much good, but if you use it here, you will lose the color a bit, and that's not so big thing because it's all about data. It's not about it feels or look like. So I would definitely go with this one. I have already two of Samsungs, and I already put you can say I already used video. You can see the video in one of my playlists if you want. Of course, you can put in the comment if you want to see those, or I will try to I will link those videos at the end of this video. So basically what you can do is you can easily see that. And if you want to go with that, there are pros and cons. Basically the pros and cons are similar to this, except the width and the height or the length. So I would say, yeah, that's all about it. My personal choice is this. It's a bit heavy, but it's very small. It has backup option in this way that if one port goes down, other port there is. Of course, both port can go down, but well, not at the same time, I would say. And you don't need to carry another adapter or so on. So I would definitely go with this, and I will put the link down below in the video. And of course, my request would be to please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Main thing is subscribe, because most of the views I get it from people who never subscribe. Of course, I can provide you with the analytics, but the thing is that 99%, 98 to 99% of the people who are watching are not the subscribers. So it will not cost you anything. I'm sure 100%. If it will cost you, I'll pay it myself. But the thing is that first link in the video description, I will put, you just need to do one thing. You just need to click on it. It's definitely not a scam alpha, because what you will do it, you will see the domain will be www.youtube.com, and then you will have a script that will ask you to subscribe. So you just click on it and accept it. So basically that's all you need to do. So if you want any other questions about any of these two, where to buy it, of course I'll provide the link, or how to buy it, or of course for using you don't need a manual. But still, in case you have any question for these two, then they possibly are from the same company, then kindly let me know in the comment section. It's always on, just don't abuse it. It's okay even if you do. But yeah, that's all up from my side. If you have any question, kindly let me know. Have a nice day. Bye bye.